So how are you doing today?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm doing very well, sir. So the reason why I wanted to come and meet and chat with you was that I was just having a conversation with a cousin of mine, and she's just completed her graduation, and she asked me that why is MBA important and why should one pursue it. So I of course had my perspective, but before I would go and speak to her about that, I also wanted to get a little bit of your perspective as in why in today's day and age is MBA so important.
It's an interesting question because one of the things that we kind of sometimes miss out on life is about continuous learning. But this is right there, immediate. So the answer lies actually in the first part of the MBA, the word masters.
Okay.
So what is masters in this language? It is teaching you to master a process, right? So it is critical that as part of your educational journey, as part of your learning journey, as part of your journey that you call life, you're constantly learning and you're moving from one step to the other. So a lot of people would say after passing grade 10 it's important to do grade 12. Right? And as you keep on looking back, and there's this lovely saying that says, in hindsight everything is 6 by 6.
Correct.
Right? The vision is 6 by 6. The same way, it is important that you keep on evolving, keep on growing, and you move from your graduation and do an MBA. Learn the nuances, learn about networking, understand about networking. Because an MBA is not about just adding knowledge, it's about building life skills, it's about building networking skills. So from my perspective, that's one of the reasons why it's important that an individual does an MBA.
So that was a very interesting thought that you presented. Can you let me know a little bit more about what exactly do you mean by life skills?
So, I know, when I was small, I was always told that Nasir, you need to know how to swim and you need to know how to drive. These are 2 life skills that you need to know, and in any problem, this will really, really help you. Now, this definition of life skills has since then grown. It's actually got amplified. Now you need to know how to communicate. You need to know how to say the right things at the right time. You need to know how to network. I say that a network is the heartbeat of your corporate life. You need to know how to present yourself. You need to know, what else do I need to learn? So one is your finance, HR, marketing. But what else do I need to learn? Now, after I've learned it, how do I apply it? If I'm interested in sports, how do I leverage that sport or game that I play to my advantage in business or in the corporate world? And hence, it's very important that when you're doing your MBA, you're doing your PGDM, you do it from a great college. And that's something that we really kind of work upon at Lexicon Mile to ensure that we give that 360-degree input to our students.
So that was a very different angle that you presented, because all the while that I was thinking since the time I had the conversation with my cousin up to now is that MBA works as a great launching platform, because in today's day and age, if you're just a graduate, you do not end up landing a pretty meaty job. So my perspective to this was that MBA is required, so that you kickstart your career with a great salary.
I think you're bang on with that. You're bang on with that. You need to get into a great college so that they help you give you the launch pad. Now, since you use the word launch pad, let's get into a rocket, right? There are 3 stages. One is the launch pad. Once you kind of take off from where you are, and MBA gives you that base. Now, once you've got that launch pad, what do you do with that? You need to make that count, right? And if you have to make that count, you need to be equipped to make that count. And that's why it's critical that the college that you join is setting you up for that success, is equipping you for that, is giving you all the tools necessary to succeed in life. So it's like giving an opportunity to you to meet a CEO, interact with the CEO, we do a golf tournament annually. We've got 100 CEOs and senior leaders together on one platform where they have students attached to them who they mentor, who they spend time with, who they talk to. Now, when you can understand what a CEO is thinking, and when you are talking to the CEO at that level, you will know how to handle yourself when the CEO calls you across on the floor and says, "Hey Nasser, how are you doing?" You know what to talk to him, what is he looking at, what is he doing out there. We give our students an opportunity to do great events. Every event, this is a student-driven college, right? We are there to support our students, but students drive the college. They do the events, they organize the events, they structure how they want to go about it. We give them the intent, we give them all the tools necessary, but they do it. So let's say, for example, we had the TEDx event. Now, the whole event was curated by our students. From reaching out to influential speakers, from reaching out to the media, to doing the digital marketing. This whole aspect was done by a student. Now put the student in the corporate world and he's working in a company. And there is something that needs to be launched, something or activity that needs to be there, or an activation that needs to be there. The student is equipped. He or she knows the steps, knows how to amplify communication. And all these are elements that come in. And that's the reason, I always have said this, that we are able to instill a 360-degree outlook out there. And one of the key aspects that we ingrain on our students is believe in yourself. The corporate world is not easy. You know
True.
it, I know it, we've been there. It's not easy. We need to set our students to face those obstacles, to face those adversities. How do they turn those adversities into advantages? How do they turn those obstacles into opportunities? And as you keep on building that, if the MBA, PGDM, you focus and your intent to educate, the intent to develop is correct, you can make the world, you can make future leaders for this country. You can make the future CEOs out there, and that's what we intend to do at Lexicon Mind.
So, to what you just said, it also means that if a student is coming into Lexicon, not only is a student getting real-time exposure to the various corporates, but they're also getting real-time hands-on experience as to how to deal with real-life situations.
Absolutely. So we want to ensure that our students are day zero professionals. They hit the road running. They get there, they are in the corporate, and they add value to the corporate. Our effort is to do all the heavy lifting in the 2 years that they are with us. So we ensure that they get some great academic exposure and learning. There's some fantastic learning through certifications. They get hands-on experience through their internship programs, their research programs. We also set in a mindset of being curious, asking the right question, finding out why something is happening, which kind of then leads into a research mindset. So anything that they see, they're able to kind of look at and analyze and develop ideas from that. So the whole bit is to integrate and set them up for success.
But sir, with the conversation that I've just had with you, I also, and what I realize is that doing MBA is not like pursuing your regular graduation, because with the kind of activities that you mentioned and with the kind of subjects and with the kind of exposure in terms of industry exposure is considered that you are giving them, isn't the schedule for the students too tight, or aren't the days too long for them?
So life is 24/7, right? And the corporate world is 24/7. We are building you for that. We are preparing you for that. And if you put in the effort, it will yield results. It is important to understand that you're not only learning, you're ensuring you're having a lot of fun. So the whole piece is, while you're doing these events, you'll have the best time in your life. While you're on the golf course, you'll learn something new, but you'll also enjoy it. So yes, is the course strenuous? Are 2 years tough? Absolutely. Life's tough, mate. But can we make it fun? Yes. And that's the other element that you learn. that whilst you're busy, whilst you're stressed out, how do you have fun? How do you make stress work for you versus stress putting you down? And that's the thing that makes this journey so much fun, the 2 years so much fun, and so fulfilling for you and me.
Got it. So can I go ahead and tell her that it is the kind of exposure that you gain in terms of learning new things, understanding new things. You stressed a lot on the whole networking bit that comes along. So that is also something which comes to you, or which is taught to you while you were here at Lexicon. And along with that, since, like you mentioned, just strenuous things, so you're basically making them ready so that while they're actually there on the shop floor, they do not panic or they do not fizzle out as compared to other college students might do under pressure.
I think you can just tell her one thing. Listen, two things actually. One, to believe in herself. That's right. That's one of the most important things. And two, to be ready for a life which is fun, engaging, and hopefully catapulting her to the next level. Right? But the key bit is in this whole piece lies in choosing a great college and ensuring at the same time that she believes in herself to make it win and make it work for her.
So life at Lexicon it's like a trailer where it's the trailer of life. So you're basically undergoing stress, you're undergoing learning, you are having great fun, you're meeting new friends. This is what we do in life. That is what the journey of 2 years of Lexicon, it's a trailer, can I term it?
So I won't call it a trailer, but I'll call it a capsule. It's your journey, it's your life to be in 2 years. So I'll call it a capsule more than a trailer.